Mama do this to me? People say you're here to rescue me. How'd you guys get up?
The Countess unlocked the elevator.
What? Mom is letting me have visitors so soon after sentencing.
Mila, the reason we're here,
Wait. It's about Billy, isn't it?
not exactly.
Right. Billy wants to see me, and Mama sent you two up to talk me out of it.
Countessa, there are more important things than your Billy Gunn fantasies.
Something's wrong. What is it?
We're on our way to the hospital.
What?
We stopped by to tell you and your mother.
What?
Neil was hurt. He's in a coma. I thought JT and Neil were working in some hidden place called a minefield.
Yeah, me too.
But it ended up being one of Mr. Atwater's cosmetic labs.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it now. Looks like a pile of rubble.
Yeah, I know.
What was Neil doing in there anyway?
He's playing with fire.
He sure paid for it.
Shh. Who's there?
It's me.
Barrick.
So, did you check out the lab that just went poof?
Yeah, I did.
Nothing much to see, is there?
I don't know. Was there?
You saw what I did. It's a lot of rubble.
I don't understand how JT got Neil out of there before it collapsed.
I think you call it pure adrenaline.
Lucky nobody got killed.
Yeah, we don't know that. You got a friend who's still in a coma.
Right.
Now, you know, we all know that he couldn't do what he did with the chemistry set you get for Christmas.
No way.
So if you had to make a guess, what do you suppose he was doing in there?
Oh, I think your guess would be a little better than ours.
How long is he going to be like this?
Well, trauma-induced comas are difficult to predict. Hours, weeks, sometimes years.
Years?
Come on, son. You can come back a little later.
1 minute, please.
That's all.
Okay, Buckyball. What's our malcolate? Spam in a can? Cluster's last stand. Remember? Come on. Launch of Saturn Rocket 1. Retro rockets, Project Gemini.
JT, is he still...
He's out. No response.
Right. Whatever JT and Neil together, there's always trouble.
Hey.
Garrett, this isn't the time for that.
Yesterday you were missing. Today, Neil was almost blown to bits by some explosion. What are you gonna do next, genius? Blow up the town?
Just lay off, Garrett. Mr. Atwater.
How are you doing, JT?
Neil, I'm fine. But Neil, he went...
Stop. Saved his life. Thanks. I'm glad to see all of you here.
Can we do anything for Neil?
I know.
Mr. Atwater.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, no change. I have put through a conference call to the neurologist, Dr. Verhoeven in Switzerland.
Wilhelm, when will he be available to speak?
Any minute. He's clearing time for you.
Should I call in other specialists?
Well, actually, the trauma-induced coma is what concerns us most. Everything else your son has incurred is relatively minor.
The burns?
First degree only. Considering the force of that blast, we would have expected rather severe burns. but not in your son's case.
He was in the middle of it?
Something must have shielded him from the heat of the blast. Is he all right?
Completely normal.
That was Mama. She's still at the hospital with Miss Atwater. Neil's still the same.
Well, can you come with us? Are you free on bail?
No. Mama told Bridget, the new housekeeper, to lock the door when you guys leave.
I can't believe your mother actually locks you up, Countessa. How perfectly medieval.
I know, I mean, she's never done it before.
You never looked quite like that before.
If Billy leaves and I never get to see him...
I know. He can stand in the garden and shout, "Mila, Mila, let down your golden hair."
Right, you know, go ahead and laugh. You're the reason I'm here.
Me?
I trusted you to come up with a great plan.
And I did.
It didn't work.
My plan worked. You didn't.
I did everything you told me to do.
You know what you did? You pulled a real Nancy.
Excuse me?
Do you remember when we bought Spice? We hid him in your room.
My parents weren't supposed to know I got a new horse.
And they wouldn't have. But you had to go and jump over your bed.
I couldn't resist.
There you were. I spent hours working on every detail. Nobody would have recognized you. All you had to do was just remember two things. Keep your mouth shut and remember that you were Desiree Passion.
Maybe you should have gotten her a name tag.
And the first time somebody calls your name, what do? You stand up. Here I am.
How dumb can you get?
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't talk if I were you.
Well, at least I got to keep my horse. What happened to your rock star?
Do you think Billy Gunn's given up on me?
You? The girl who lets her mother drag her off like some child.
Yeah, I guess I didn't look too cool.
True.
Do you think he'll call me?
You know how it is with rock stars like Billy. I'm sure he's just on to the next flavor of the week.
I have a feeling his next flavor is going to be a Rutledge float.
Sydney?
After you flashed out, Billy Gunn set his sights on Sydney-O.
Just because he wouldn't look at you, no matter how hard you tried.
Well, maybe just a little.
A little? You and Sandy were all over him.
I don't believe this.
Yeah, well, he made Sandy move just so you could sit there.
Was it his fault he couldn't stand drool?
You guys call yourselves friends? You know, I'd rather be locked up here alone.
Wow, Doc looks kind of empty without the sub. You know, your papa's been gone a long time. I mean, it must be some trip.
It's only been a couple of days.
Hey, Cal, you ever wonder if he's just 30 yards offshore, hiding?
Why would he be doing that?
Well, who knows? You know, subs were first invented so people could remain unseen.
You really think everybody has something to hide, don't you?
Well, they do.
So what about you, Barrick?
Would you ever wonder if I was the exception to the rule? What you see is what you get. No surprises.
Except what's in your pocket.
Ooh, this.
What are those?
Rocks, I collect them. Come on, check them out. No emeralds, though, sorry.
They're warm.
Eric, did you get these at the explosion site?
You got that right, bub. Nice, aren't they? Look at that, very unusual shapes.
I guess you're also a rock lover, too.
You should make that amateur geologist. Young James knows all about it.
I do.
Ouch! Ouch! Kabatsky.
How's Neil?
Still the same.
Can we go in there?
Why not? The whole world's in there. Sydney,
What?
Have you talked to Mila yet?
Later, okay?
Why are you even doing this? Neil's never gonna hear it.
Listen, everybody hears music, no matter what shape they're in.
We brought these.
They're beautiful. There are vases over there.
Oh, chocolate-covered cherries. Neil loves those.
That's why I brought them. Everyone's welcome to have one. I'm sure Neil wouldn't mind.
What should I do with him?
We'll put him right here. Be the first thing Neil sees when he wakes up.
What a thought.
Remember the time when Neil bought a huge box of these for his mother's birthday, and then he ate them all?
So he just repacked them and gave an empty box to his mother.
Like she wouldn't notice.
He billed it as low-cal candy.
Oh, and remember the time Katie made play clay cookies? Neil ate a whole plate full of them.
Oh, and he still wanted more.
You never notice a thing when you're working buckyball.
Delivery for Mr. Neil Atwater.
Who sent those?
Mila.
They're pretty. That's nice.
Wow, they're great, aren't they?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful arrangement.
Pink.
What are you talking about?
I've had a revelation. The light must be pink.
What is that gonna do?
You see, it's a healing light. Disclosed to me in my meditative state.
It's perfect.
Yep. I took it from the nurse's office.
Hey, whatever works, I'm for it.
Yeah.
More music.
Let's party.
Yeah.
This is pitiful, Neil.
Hi.
Hi, Kelly.
Hey.
Kelly.
The light's very therapeutic.
Well, that's the idea.
It's very pink.
Hey, anybody hungry? My dad's
I'm
chef.
really starting.
Meringue pie there.
Oh, yeah.
What else? We got double fudge brownies and some strawberries.
Yes, baby. Ooh, I like these.
Wow, a feast. Let me try this.
Ooh, get the brownie.
Thanks for the food, guys.
Careful.
Very good.
She had a mustache.
I couldn't find it.
Status report on Project Make Mila Garrett's Girl.
I don't have good news for you.
That's not such good news for you.
I tried. I did my best.
Try harder.
Neil's not even speaking to me right now, okay?
What kind of liaison are you?
Not much. Not anymore.
Can't you do anything right? Does Mila think that Billy Gunn has dropped her?
That's the problem. Neil thinks Billy's dumped her for me.
Did he?
You told me to encourage him, so I did.
Yeah. How much encouragement?
Enough. Just wanted to get him out of town.
And?
And maybe he took it the wrong way.
What's the problem, Sydney? Is the big rock star too much for you to handle?
Just stop it.
What's stopping you?
Not a thing.
You have no ties, no boyfriend. You're free.
Yeah, I am.
Free on one level.
I want to be free on all levels.
Not until I am Mila's one and only.
What do you want me to do? Bring her to you on a leash? I've had just about as much of this as I can
Just
take.
think of it, Sydney. This is where it all happened. The hospital where the original mix-up between baby Sydney and baby Sandy.
It's going fast, guys. Come on in and get it.
How can anyone eat at a time like this?
You sound like my mother. That's exactly what she always says.
Is that so? Seems like you and Mrs. Swan have a lot in common. Let's go see.
I look around and I see all the desperate
to sign the release form for your son's surgery?
Is it time?
Well, let's give him a few more minutes. Probably the best medicine in the world.
That hopeless feeling sets in, and you can't seem to shake it. You've got my shoulder to lean on. I'll always understand. You can count on me to be there, baby, when you need a hand. I'll hold you up when you're feeling down. I'll hold you up, yeah, I'll be around. All you gotta do is let me know. I'll hold you up and I won't let go. I'll hold you up when you need a friend. I'll hold you up and we'll never end. All you gotta do is reach out and I'll be there. Whoa, to hold you up.
Sydney,
Any trouble driving Mr. Gunn to the airport?
as a matter of fact, none at all.
Good.
I did not have the pleasure of driving the young gentleman to the airport.
What? Excuse me? What are you doing?
I'm waiting for you, love.
What for?
Well, I was wasting my breath trying to get the old family retainer here to let me borrow the car.
Mother's car.
I thought I'd take you for a little spin.
A drive. With you.
I thought maybe you could show me this little hamlet.
I told the young gentleman I was terribly sorry, but I seem to have misplaced the keys.
What a shame.
I've searched for them high and low, but I can't seem to be able to find them. Well, excuse me.
Ralph. Thank you.
No.
Well, I could. Care to go for a little spin?
In my mother's car. Without permission, with you.
Are you another Mila person? I thought you were different, more, mature.
Yeah.
The type who could handle anything.
Right.
Great looker. Great dresser. Real contender.
Yes.
So how come there's no guy around?
There was.
But no more.
Definitely not.
Oh, good. You're, free.
Yes, I am.
So, do you want to live a little dangerously?
I wish Sydney wouldn't have left so early. It was kind of like a real party. Except that Neil wasn't really there to appreciate it.
Get a grip, Sandy. Neil was there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's go.
Well, I wanted to thank you all again for coming.
Good night, Mr. Atwater.
He'll be all right. Good night.
Neil has to be prepped for surgery. You have 5 more minutes.
Well, here we are in our usual position. Neil between us.
Right. I just wish he'd be his usual self and sit up and interrupt us. I hate him. I mean, I hate him for risking your life. I hate him for risking his life, and I hate him for being so smart and so stupid.
JT.
I mean, I love him, and I hate him, and I've never felt anything like this before.
JT, you saved Neil's life. You always protect me. You're the most courageous person I know. And I love you.
All right.